Okay, what's up everyone? How are you doing? Hopefully this stream at least decently works. I do realize that we will have lag. So there... Sorry, my headset's connecting. So there will be lag. It's not possible actually to stream without lag just yet, and that is because we don't yet have internet in our new apartment in France. So we just got it, and of course everything has to be organized, right? So we need to get internet, yeah, you know, that sort of stuff. Actually, it's mainly internet, not gonna lie. I mean, electricity is taken care of. Yeah, you know, general stuff, but we don't yet have internet because, yeah. So yeah, just for context, I will talk a little bit slower because of the lags. So and I see it's not too bad. Sibel says some frames. Camera will of course take some frames as well. Yeah, I might try with and without, but just for your introduction, I'm currently in France. I am okay. The sound works. That's at least something. But just for the context, at least with the sound, the voice is fine. Okay. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna switch to the chart and then just talk without the video. Okay, shall I do that? So what you see is, of course, you know, I only have one screen. I have my laptop, but. Let me full screen, and let's turn my webcam off, right? I'm still there. And then I do that, and then I do this. Okay, and then, oh wait. Of course, I also want to have the chat. Pop out the chat. Okay, there we go. Right. Only the video lags. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so good that the sound is working at least. Now, I only have one screen, so you see what I see. Just for a little bit of context, I'm in France. I'm in our new apartment. And so we signed the deal. It's great. It's awesome. I will give you more information when I am back in the Netherlands, so I can talk a bit more about it. But we don't yet have internet here. That is stuff that we will organize when we actually live here, because I'm here just today and then tomorrow I fly back. And we will organize some stuff from the Netherlands. So, yeah. And I'll try, of course, to get the best internet deal out here so that we don't have any struggles when I work from France. Thanks, maybe a Band-Aid, and thanks everyone for all your kind comments on my post on YouTube. Saying that I was here for 2 days. I really try my best to keep you up to date. I have sent some updates here and there, especially of course in silver, but I'll try to do my best to run this video. I know it is a bit laggy because I am on my mobile network, so I'll try to move the chart not too quickly, as I generally like to do. But welcome everyone. Good to have you here. Mando, make sure to let me know what you mean so I can help you out there. But maybe Hodl Crypto, Mando, Trading Views, Christian, Karim, Sibel, welcome everyone. Boris, Rostam, what's up? Par, just give it a go. Yeah, you know, I'll try to give the best I can with the tools I have at the moment, which is my mobile network, which by the way is a Dutch mobile network. So I'm literally on a Dutch mobile network in the south of France. It's like providing internet to a live stream. So streaming HD as well. So I mean, maybe I can. If it really doesn't work, I can always try 720p, but you know, we'll see. At least the sound works, you guys say. So 1 frame every 5 seconds, better no camera. Yeah, I see. Thank you, Christian. Yeah, so I'll show you a bit more about some more information, but we're 10 minutes away walking distance from the beach, 10 minutes away from the train station, 27 minutes away from the airport. We are like only a few minutes away as well from the city center with the main shopping street. Like I think the main city center is about maybe 10 minutes as well. We have a bakery on the other side of the street. Grocery stores and everything nearby. So, Mondo, do you mean on Discord? If you mean Discord, Mondo Tough, it might be the Dino bot, because of course there's no reason to ban you, so do not worry. And it's definitely not a mod nor me, but I think it may be the Dino bot, because if someone, so this is what happens sometimes in Discord, scammers join also sometimes with your name. So it's a fake account and maybe a fake scammer named Mendotov, which is some, just a fake account, but has your name, goes into the group. And what Dinobot is doing is it is removing duplicates. So the moment someone joins with your name, there's the chance that it immediately bans both of you at the same time. So I'll make sure to check the banned list, Mendotav, and get you out of there, right? So what's your Discord name? Is it Mando as well? Because I'll make sure to get you out. Now, because of the lags you might experience, I will try to get to my analysis like very quick and short and sweet. And with the probabilities, it's not going to be too long of a live stream because of the struggle with the connection as well. But I just want to give you the information so that you know the probabilities and then take it from there, okay? So what you see is what I see, by the way. At the moment, I only have one screen, so the moment I remove chat, I won't be able to see your messages. Just make sure you check out this message so you know why it lags, because, of course, generally, it doesn't. So let's get through the analysis, right? And I just want to focus on the local analysis because that is most important. Of course, most of the stuff happened locally, so let's get started. First of all, news. Right, so we have a news-heavy week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. There is news here. So you can see that today at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. there's some stuff going on. And then on Friday. Now, I'll be home tomorrow again, tomorrow late afternoon, early evening. So I'll be able to live stream again on Friday. Now, let's go over the scenarios locally. Actually, I have to check what I got going on here. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I have updated the silver members in Discord, and I wrote a message in Telegram shortly about what we're looking for locally here. Now, if we are bullish, there's only one of three structures that you need to look for: an impulse, a diagonal, or a double 1-2, right? Now, if we're looking for an impulsive structure, then we want to see a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a wave 5. Now, clearly, this structure to the upside doesn't look like a nice impulse, right? 1, 2, 3, where is 4, and where is our 5, right? So, and also, we can't count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because there's overlap between the high of your 1, the low of your 4. 4 is very short compared to 2, which is uncommon as well. So it looks much better as a 3-wave structure. So an impulse is then removed. Now I keep an eye on chat as well, right? By the way, I may have an idea. 1 second. But I think what I'll do, because I do want to keep an eye on chat, is I'm going to do this. So I can keep an eye on what you guys are saying. Yeah, this is better. Okay, there we go. Because I only have one screen. Okay, perfect. So yeah, that removes the impulse from the options. So then we have to think about a diagonal or a double 1-2. There we go. Now with regards to a diagonal, we are looking for a contracting diagonal. Now, we had a potential 1, 2, 3, and then we're looking for 4 and 5. The problem is that we failed to hold this area. And if we look for a contracting diagonal, this is a little trick. You can pull a trend line from the start of your wave 1, so the high of your 1, to the high of your 3, to the low of your 2. Because in a diagonal, you're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Preferably contracting, because a contracting diagonal is most common. The moment price moves down and hits the lower trend line, a contracting diagonal is invalidated, but an expanding diagonal is very rare and never preferred. Right? So therefore, the probabilities are very low for any diagonal. Also, if we think about a diagonal, it cannot be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. It has to be a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's way too early to call this a wave 2 of a bigger diagonal. Preferably, we wait for wave 4 to be finished before talking about diagonals again. Meaning, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is the moment we're going to start talking about it. The screen is lagging. Yes, make sure to read this. This is why. So I try to be slow, but also quick with the analysis. Like I'll try to talk slow and draw quite slow because of the lag, but I still want to give you the content, and hopefully the recording is going to be smooth, but we'll see. I at least want to try to give you some info. Yeah. I try to roeien met de riemen die ik heb. I'm rowing with the stuff I have at the moment. So a diagonal, and it's Dutch mobile as well, internet connection while I'm in France. So an impulse doesn't work. Diagonal, way too early, right? Then we have a double 1, 2. Well, for a double 1, 2, we want to see a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then a 3, but that's invalidated because we took this low. So at the moment, the only bullish scenario that is left would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diagonal, but it's too early. So therefore, the fact we move down and touch the lower trend line of the channel, the probabilities are a lot higher that we are looking at a corrective structure, not an impulsive structure. Because an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is invalidated. Diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, invalidated plus. It's too early to talk about a bigger one. And a double 1, 2 is invalidated. So in other words, probabilities are higher. This is a corrective structure. And therefore it means that the probabilities are higher that we are sooner or later going to take this low. Because we have a corrective structure up, corrective price action, highest probability, which increases probabilities to sooner or later move down to take the low. Now, we can have a look at the daily still at a later stage, because there is the potential, of course, that this is only your first structure in a wave W or a wave A. We look for price to move down in a wave X or a wave B for a flat, and then a wave Y, right, or a wave C. That's possible. But the probabilities are higher still that all of this is corrective and we take out the low at some point. Probability-wise, well, probabilities are higher for that from an Elliott wave point of view. So, yeah. Has to be said that locally, this structure to the downside at the moment, it's not the clearest impulsive structure. Yes, it has sharp moves to the downside. Arguably, we can count somewhat 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5-ish. Do we have overlap? No. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. There's the potential for an impulse down here. But I'm curious to see the retracement back up. This support didn't hold. If you want to see the levels that I had on my chart, so daily naked point of control didn't do anything. Weekly, neither. Sorry, I'll make this white. And now we have the daily, and the daily naked point of control pretty much failed as well. The only thing that held here is that the gap has been filled. 1 hour gap. Touched once, touched twice. Okay. So the probabilities locally are very clear, right? Probabilities are higher that this is corrective, increasing probabilities to sooner or later move down and take this low. Right? This structure to the upside is then counted as either an ABC zigzag or WXY double zigzag. Doesn't really matter because in both cases it is corrective, right? It only has an impact on what is possibly to come, as an ABC can be a wave W for a WXY sideways double combo. And if we label this a WXY double zigzag, WXY, then a WXY can be labeled a bigger wave A for then a flat like that. Keeping this one in mind, because we have the potential of an impulse down here for a 5-3-5 zigzag in B. So we then have an A, 1-2-1-2, 3-4-5-4-5, finished or soon finished. Look for a bit of a retracement. And we could have an ABC zigzag for a flat. Move up, hit resistance. Right? So hit the support down here, the blue box, and then move up to hit the blue box resistance, and then continue down to take the low again. Right? So you're going to create a corrective low, not an impulsive low. Because now we have to think, or primarily think about bearish structures. Right? So that is why I think about a WXY or the flat ABC. Come. Cool. Let's see what I have here. Yeah, so this is the channel. Yeah. The only bullish scenario on the chart is 1, A, B, C, 2, or A, B, and we look for C. This is your bullish scenario, where we have an expanding flat. Most common target for B in blue has been touched, rejected, price moving down. What does lower the probabilities for this scenario is that the low here is made after the 6-fib time, the vertical line on the chart, which is taken from the start to the end of your potential 1 or A. Meaning your correction A, B, C is over 6 times longer in time than your move up, which is not common. That's very uncommon. So it lowers the probabilities that we are looking at an A, B, C or a 1, 2, 3. Okay. So in other words, so this is your bullish scenario, but the bearish scenarios have a higher probability from an Elliott wave theoretical point of view. Right? That doesn't mean that we cannot move up or continue moving sideways because of the potential WXY ABC, which is definitely interesting to me because of this structure down so far, which looks very like it's a bit of a staircase. It's not the most amazing impulse like 1, 2, big 3, 4, 5, right? It's like a staircase to the downside at the moment. So we hit some support, which is the 1 hour gap. Looking for a bit of a move up, but there's definitely the potential here for a bigger 3-wave structure. So now that's pretty much the probabilities low. Oh, and besides, it would actually be nice to hit resistance, not gonna lie. But we just missed out on actually hitting some solid resistance up here. This is just a simple support resistance flip, but we have some volume levels up there as well, which we didn't hit. So yeah. So with regards to probabilities are higher. This is corrective. Probabilities are higher that whatever comes after in this range is corrective, increasing probabilities to sooner or later take out the low. If this is the end of a corrective structure, then we want to see a clear impulsive move down that matches the higher time frame, as we from 72K are moving to the downside, right? Impulsively, preferably in that case. Thank you, maybe a band-aid. Cheers, man. Welcome back. For $3 ad-free content, yo. Cheers, maybe a band-aid. By the way, I'm surprised that as a mod you even had ads. I mean, what's that? What's that about, YouTube? So yeah, if this is the end of a corrective structure, we look for an impulse down. Arguably, yeah, there's definitely potential here for an impulse. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5, possibly finished, or one more low. 1 2 1 2 3 4 3 4 5. Correction, bit of a relief rally retracement, and another move down. You can see price moving down, but the peak volume moving down as well. So the move is slowing down a little bit, in volume at least. But that doesn't change the probabilities that sooner or later we look for this low to be taken at the moment. But we are aware of bigger three-wave structures, A, B, C, or W, X, Y. Bit of bullish CVD here, by the way, already played out. But we did have some bullish CVDs. And that is all you need to know about the lower time frames. So let me show you the process a little bit. Locally, we had the ABC in mind, preferably 1 2 3 4 5. So we did have a 5-wave structure, or 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 was ideal to hit resistance. We had bearish CVD divergences here, price moving down, hit the 0.618 taken from this low to the high, invalidating a wave 4, 1 2 3 4 5, which means that we then started thinking about the diagonal as shown earlier. Contracting diagonal invalidated, expanding diagonal rare and also invalidated as we took the low. So corrective structures, higher probability, step by step. On the daily, we were still looking anyway, probability-wise, for price to move down lower. So the structure that we have here fits that narrative on the daily time frame, to still look for some lower prices below the low that we have here. Nope. Yeah. And that is all you need to know locally. So yeah. Weekly time frame, by the way, doesn't change. Weekly time frame remains bullish. Probabilities, daily time frame remain higher for another low, but eventually upside, of course, as the weekly higher probability to continue the trend at some stage. But also here on the 1 hour time frame, the probabilities are higher to sooner or later take out that low, either with a bigger corrective structure or directly, doesn't matter. It's just probabilities. We are currently below support. Pull a little volume profile here on the chart. Okay, we're at the value area low at the moment. Point of control, important resistance. This area is now also resistance. I'm gonna have a quick look in a bit more detail in this move down. So, okay, we didn't touch the 886. So there is a potential 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 3 is not allowed to be the shortest wave. So from the high to the low. Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. 1 second. Thinking. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 is longer than 1, so that is correct. And 1, 2, and then eventually 3, 4. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so definitely the potential for an impulsive structure to the downside. So locally, let's zoom out. Putting a FIB time on my chart here. It's of course all a little bit less structured compared to when I'm home. Okay, the 1-to-1 is 9th of July. I'm just comparing this range with what we have here. All right, for the potential zigzag on a daily, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, probabilities are higher to take this low. Possibly an impulsive structure, but it does feel a little bit slow at the moment. Preferably an impulse is a 1, 2 strong, 3, 4, 5, and it's like a staircase. So locally, I'd be looking for a bit of a relief rally at some point, or I want to see volume increase, but volume is decreasing. Let me have a look at the index chart. Might be a bit laggy. Oh, okay. On the index chart, there's a clear average increase in volume. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't want to be counter trading in this particular scenario. I need clear signs of strength. At the moment, we have only lost support after support after support. Literally no sign of strength on the chart. So, yeah. So that is the probabilities. If there are some questions, let me know. Sorry for the lags. I'm on my mobile network in the south of France. My mobile network is a Dutch network. We just got a new apartment in France where we will live by the end of this month. And that is when we can sort out internet and everything here as well. I'll do my best to get a good package so I can deliver you the best experience as you are used to, which is the reason my webcam is off, because it takes too much buffering. Senat, by the way, welcome to the team, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome. Hunter, Adam, Jay, what's up, everyone? There we go. We skip one leg down. It's a nice thought. Factor call, absolutely. And I do think it's interesting to hit this resistance. So that is the reason, why I am interested in a WXY or ABC. However, from a probabilities perspective, the probabilities are higher for a corrective structure here and not an impulsive structure. The only impulsive structure would be a flat A, B, and then a wave C, preferably ending, because we don't want to touch the 886, which is a little bit lower, as you can see. Let's see here. So, we hit the golden pocket again, by the way. Nice. The fibs are taken from this low to the high. So what you are looking at, everyone, is then wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or A, B, and then a wave C, right? That's your corrective structure. However, the reason the probabilities are lower for a flat is because of time. You can see that your ABC is over 6 times longer than your wave 1 or A, which reduces the probabilities for this scenario. Now, an important part of Elliott waves, the theory also mentioned in the book, is time, but also the right look. So if you look at the chart, does this look like a nice start of an impulse? 1, 2, 3. Now what you could do, and sometimes what I do myself, is take a polyline, this one here, which you can find on the left, it's at the bottom here. And then you take the low to the high to the low of your C, right? And then you just double click here to end the polyline. You remove the chart, so you just hide the chart if actually, hello, there we go. And now we ask ourselves, is this a grade 1, 2? So we have to label this or A, B, right? And we can see that our wave 2 is very long in time compared to our 1. So it doesn't have a great look. It would fit better with a wave B compared to a wave 2, by the way. So it would be better to count it A, B, C and then continue down compared to 1, 2, and 3. As most commonly, a wave 2 is a short corrective structure, not 6 times longer compared to your wave 1. So that's why the probabilities are lower for this scenario, right? Yeah, you only silver, gold, or diamond need to fill in the form. No need to unless you want to. So yeah. I thought we validated an impulse wave 4 after hitting the 618 with the first bounce. Does that mean the wave 4 just takes longer? I'm not sure what wave 4 you talk about, C-Bell. Are you talking about the daily wave 4, the 1 hour? So when we look at the zigzag, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Niels, read this. That's why it's here. This 618 is not yet touched, right, from the high. Now, it's not a great impulse, not gonna lie. Main reason is, on some charts, wave 2 went above wave 1, which is an invalidation. But anyway, 618 here is 66.8K. And looking at the move to the downside on a daily at the moment is not too relevant. This is a lot more interesting, the 1 hour. And the 1 hour time frame probabilities are higher to take out this low at some time because of the analysis explained earlier. You can still move up, but then the probabilities are higher. Your corrective, WXY, or flat ABC. So those are your options in that case. You are correct, however, with the local move. If you were looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 4 is too deep, and also locally here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. The moment this wave 4, right, potential 4, touched the 618, taken from the low to the high. That's the moment an impulse continuation was invalidated. Yeah. Can wave A in the range of 05, 618, 1 and 1.618 of wave 5? You probably miss a word here. Can wave A do what in the range? Can wave A end probably in the range? So wave A of wave 5, that's wave 5 is an impulse and is never labeled a wave A, right? You can't have unless wave 5 is a diagonal, and then all of the ending diagonal waves are zigzags. So all of them are A, B, C. But in a wave 5, you still label them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't understand the question. But if you have, so unrelated to wave 5, if you look for, imagine you have a move down, and you look for a correction of this move up, an ABC, right? A zigzag, correcting this move down back to the upside. A common target for your wave A, right, is the 382.05 golden pocket. Yes, that's absolutely fine. So the 05 golden pocket is absolutely valid to label that A, look for B, and then wave C moves to the 786. If you hit the golden pocket, at least C oftentimes 786. So yeah, your wave A can go to the 382.05 golden pocket for a zigzag ABC. The lower your wave A, generally the lower the target, of course, of your wave C. The lag, everyone, I just tried to do my best. Sorry, I just tried to do my best with what I have at the moment. So sorry for the lags. I just wanted to provide you with an update, the best way I can, and unfortunately, the best way is my Dutch mobile network in the south of France. I'm in my new apartment here with my wife. My mom is in the city at the moment. We are having a break. I wanted to at least provide you with a bit of an update. Internet and stuff still has to be booked and bought and stuff. So that's stuff for later. Tomorrow I go back to the Netherlands and we continue with normal live streams. And then the moment I will move to France, definitely later this month, I will make sure to organize everything as quick as I can to provide you with the best streaming experience again, just like we have in the Netherlands. So sorry for the lag, Niels. Trying my best here. What's up, Hoshi? Koobs, thank you. I appreciate your message. So when I'm back in the Netherlands, I will talk a bit more about our apartment and about Nice. But I don't really want to do it now because of the lags in this stream. So it's not as great. The Netherlands won the match as well. How do you count the impulsive move to the upside? 60.1 to 63.8. Wait, 60 point... This is 58.4. This is 59.8. I guess you mean this low, though. So, when we count this move up, I actually preferably would count this. That is why I consider a flat. Because in an impulse, we need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? But look at wave 3. This is your wave 3. And we have this range, which is a bit awkward. Right? So I prefer to count this as then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, A, B, C. So not a WXY. A, B, C. And then a bigger W, XY. Right? At least in your bearish scenario. In your bullish scenario, we of course count A, B, C, and then your wave B is a zigzag. Right? So A, B, C, preferably C finished, and then look for continuation. Cheers, guys. Thank you. So yeah, we know the bullish scenario, which is a flat A, B, C, preferably finished or one more low, but You don't want to take this low. You want to move back up impulsively. You want to look for either a wave 3 or a wave C. Bearish scenario, finish structure, 3-waver. Looking for WXY or ABC. That's your bullish, that's your bearish bullish scenarios, I suppose. Most bearish is continuation impulsive to the downside. But at the moment, this, I don't know. This move, even though it's quite steep, it doesn't yet give me great impulse vibes. It's like a staircase. It's not like we have a very strong wave 3. So I wouldn't mind a continuation of this range. We hit the final area of support though. So preferably last area of support holds. We get at least a relief rally for either continuation or look at the high. But it doesn't change the probabilities. We need to wait a little bit to know exactly what type of structure this is to the downside, because there is a potential impulse, right? 1 2 1 2 3 4 5, and either another 4 5 finished, or we get a bigger 4 5, one more low. The problem is we don't have any support anymore, and we kind of maxed the support we had here. Final area of support is hit, which is the gap here. So we filled the gap. So in other words, preferably you get at least a bit of a relief rally before a move down and take the low. And if we see signs of strength, we can look for price to hit the resistance, which would be nice. Now we do have some bullish CVD divergences on the chart. So we had them here at higher low in price, lower low on the CVD. There's at the moment no bearish CVD. Of course, we want that to continue, preferably price flipping some levels. So at the moment, there's not yet a clear sign of strength. We are literally below all of the support. Right? I had some support here. It just failed. Everything failed. So preferably wait for some signs of strength. Oh, what did I do? Now, what do I mean with that? First of all, it would be good to see price enter the volume profile. Maybe retest the value area low, which it kind of did. To get back and move towards point of control. What I like to see is a grind up and bullish CVD divergences supporting a move to the upside. Now at the moment we have some low time frame bullish CVD, but I like to see that continue. You can see higher low in price, lower low on the yellow CVD, but I would like to see price make some higher highs, higher lows and continue that trend, right? And just flip some levels, man. Flip it. Yeah? So yeah, would be able to explain that bottom. Yeah, the bottom at 56k, that was a crazy bottom. Lots of 886 touches there as well. Definitely not a nice one. But sometimes it's the way it is, and we did traded it nicely. Not gonna lie, it was a great long. So this was, of course, an incredibly ugly start of an impulse to the upside. Now, when price was doing this, the probabilities were higher to take the low. The moment price did this, the probabilities were higher to look for a bounce. I entered my long at 57.6k, which was here. And the reasons is exactly what I just explained for local price action. What I want to see is price grinding to the upside with bullish CVD. Because I didn't trust along here, along here, along here, right? We had high volume, very volatile, up, down, up, down, up, down. And this is where I started to see price slow down and give me some structure. This is where I entered. And the rest is history because we moved up. So we play the probabilities. And from a probabilities point of view, probabilities are higher for corrective structure at the moment. But I am not yet too confident about continuation here. Like we hit the final support, so at least a bit of a relief rally and then possibly continuation if we see weakness, or move to resistance. That's what I'd be keeping an eye out for. And with regards to a long, I wanna see the same as at 56k. I want to see some levels flipped, some bullish CVD, bit of a grind to the upside, and I'm happy to be part of the journey. Cheers, Magi. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm not gonna not denying being in France, walking around here, having a little bit of a break is quite nice. I saw in my YouTube studio the statistics that in the past 28 days I uploaded 89 pieces of content. The last 28 days, 89 pieces of content, which of course, it's quite insane. Let me do a quick calculation. 89 divided by 28. Yeah, there you go. That's 3 pieces of content a day. 3.17, so even more. Because on some days I might do an extra stream, or I make videos for a private stream for gold or for diamond, so yeah, it's a ridiculous amount of content, of course, but I love doing it. So yeah, but it's also nice to have a little break. But I feel the urge. I want to update everyone. I want to do a live stream, but I know my internet is rubbish now because I'm in France. If we expect a low 50, then to what can we expect update? What levels do we have left at the bottom? So we have a bit of support here, right? 57.9, 58.4. And then, yeah, you pretty much go down. Let me have a look. There's one point of control. I think there was still a point of control at 54. I would need to check ATAS. The weekly gap, 53. So yeah, 54, 53. Area of support, and then you go to 52, and then you pretty much are at 49. Yes, there is bullish CVD right here, but I want to see local strength, because at the moment that bullish CVD, right? So I can go to the 1 hour chart. Give it a little bit of time to load. Okay, there we go. So I know what you're thinking. Yo, shoot. Big bullish CVD. Higher low, look at yellow. Big lower low, right? Look at blue. Big lower low. However, it's the second time we have a CVD with this low. Now, the more often you have a divergence with the low, the lower the probabilities. It's still okay probabilities, but I want to see local strength. The first time was here. Higher low, lower low, both on blue and yellow. This bullish CVD played out. We took the highs. We come down again. We have volume supporting this move down. So I am much more interested to only look at local bullish CVD. Because if on the 3 or 15 minute time frame you see bearish CVDs with every little short move to the upside, that has priority. So on a 1 hour time frame, you can have bullish CVD, but if on a 15 or 3 minute time frame, every bounce has more bearish CVDs, you're going to be looking for lower. So what I want to see is on a 15, a 3 minute time frame, I want to see price grinding up, change some little bit of market structure, and bullish CVD. That is what I look for. And you can actually see the bearish CVDs as well, even on a 1 hour time frame. Just look here. Lower high, higher high. This was your first bearish CVD after the high was made. And then again, lower high, higher high, right? Even here, red candles, lower highs. Look at yellow, higher high, right? So far, every move that we had has been countered by bearish CVD. So what I want to see is, first of all, no bearish CVD. Second, if there are bearish CVD, invalidate them. Third, and that is preferred, a grind to the upside with bullish CVD. Right? That's what I like to see. That is the reason why I entered along here. That is the reason why, let's see if I can find it. I had another, where did I enter my long? Oh yeah, that's the reason why I entered the long here as well, as explained earlier. Right? So, in other words, the chart has to show me it wants to, move to the upside, and then I'm happy to participate. I don't care about not longing the low. I don't care about shorting the high, right? I care about having an edge. I care about probabilities on my side. Yes, we have bullish CVDs, you would say, but it's a second CVD with the low because the first one was here. So that does impact the probabilities of having a CVD diff again. But what I look for is more local strength. As an example, we had bullish CVD here. First of all, that was quite nice. But then we had more bullish CVDs here. Another higher low and lower low in price. And then even more here. I didn't long this low because I wasn't confident. I didn't long this low because I wasn't in front of the chart. But I longed here. Literally, we had resistance here. But I mentioned in a live stream, if we grind resistance and see bullish CVD divergences grinding against resistance, yeah, interesting. Took the long. Mentioned, if price can pass the resistance we had here, I'm looking for the high. Minimum. Not gonna lie, it would have been nice to move up a little bit higher. But yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. To bounce back a bit, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing this range continue a little longer. We, of course, have some news later today, so please make sure to trade safe. But we are at the final area of support, so yes, I agree. It would be nice to have a bit of a bounce here. I mean, arguably, we already have. This is a 1 hour gap. Touched once, and now the low of the gap has been hit. So we filled that gap, which of course from a support resistance point of view is a nice area. Together with the golden pocket, low of the gap, that's confluence. So yes, there is definitely potential for a bit of a bounce, but everyone has their own strategy, and I just look for more info. Cheers, reloads. Thank you, 212. Yeah. We just keep pumping out the content. How do you count the impulsive move down from 63.8 to current price? I can't find wave 4 yet. No, that's the reason why I say either the low is in or one more. If you want to count this as an impulse, I'd preferably look for 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Very short 4. Or 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5, one more low, and then the relief. Yeah. I don't want to make things too complex, but don't sleep on a because and the reason I at least want to plant the seed of a WXY down here is because of the structure down so far. It's just it's a very staircase structure, and I don't know, it feels corrective until it doesn't, but a nice impulse, preferably if this is your 3, if this is a 1 2 1 2, why is wave 3 so short? So if this is your 1 2 3 4 and then a 5, right? After a double 1 2, you want to see a big 3, no? Like a bigger drop. We didn't even touch the 1.618. Yeah, we did with the wicks here. But I do know that some other charts don't have this wick, I believe. So it still feels a little bit corrective, but there is at least a potential impulsive structure, yes. But yeah, 1 2 1 2. If this is 3 4, I would prefer to then have a triple 1 2 even. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Oh, down we go. That would look better. What's up, Legionario? Oh, sorry. My throat is not yet 100%, guys. Thank you, Reloads. Just trying to give my 2 cents. Help everyone out as much as I can. Correct, Newsly. Yeah, you may see a bit, and this is a very good lesson from Newsly. Many people look at the 1 hour or the 15-minute CVD, but they skip out on checking the 3-minute or the local CVD, and that's then what's gonna tag the stop loss. So they long because of the bull CVD. But they don't pay attention to the local structure down. The only thing people see is, oh damn, we got bullish CVD, right? So they're gonna long into bullish CVDs, okay, makes sense, but they don't see the bearish CVDs that we have been building so far. And here, but every time it gets countered, which is of course not ideal. You don't want to see that. And every time the bear CVD has been playing out, there's no sign of strength. It's just price moving down. My mom, by the way, everyone is taking pictures of me working. She is here as well. I know the webcam is not on, but my French mom is with me here. Sorry for my voice; it's still a bit cracky. Cheers, Newsly. In ABC zigzag, how long in time is usually B compared to A? Similar to a wave 2 anon, but a wave B can be longer. So if you do get a longer range, probabilities go up for an ABC compared to a 1 2. So in a wave 1 2 3, preferably your wave 2, quick fib time, right? Preferably your wave 2 ends between the 3A2 and let's say the 3. Ideally, you don't want wave 2 to be too long. But as you can see, my fib time goes all the way to 5. But a wave B, like if this range continues, so if you have your and then and it continues, well, the longer this range, the higher the probabilities you're going to be looking for an A, B, C if you do move up. Because of course, the longer this range is, the higher the probabilities to move down because time. But a wave B, if this range goes towards a 4 fib time or a 5 fib time or a 6 fib time, and then you move up impulsively, probabilities are higher for an ABC. Wave B, how can I say this? Yeah, it fits a wave B better to be long compared to a wave 2. Of course, a wave B can also be short. It's just that wave 2 is most commonly short. So if you do get a long range, our probabilities are higher, it's a B. Darpon, how you doing? Yeah, I know it's laggy, but I tried to stream and hopefully the VOD is smooth. I don't know. All aboard the quadruple 1-2 trade. Okay, everyone. I think I'm gonna call it a day. So here I am. Sorry for the dropped frames. It's incredibly laggy. Holy moly, you can see it here. So sorry, guys. It's just the way it is now. Yeah, again, mobile network, south of France, Dutch network. I'm in my new apartment, but we don't have internet yet. But oh, oops, lol, sorry for that. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I spoke about the scenarios, spoke about the probabilities, spoke about what I am looking for locally, right? Yeah, and tomorrow night I'll be home, so we can try to launch a stream tomorrow night. You are saying it is like a staircase correction, but as you said in the videos, even if it is corrective structure, wave A or C must be counted 5 waves. Yes. Wave A or C is always 5. But when you get like a staircase, it's with an impulse, I prefer like a quick move, right? A quick wave 3, a solid. So I like to see volume increase. But